Well, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, the Fantastic Four trailer, Fantastic Four First Steps, has dropped, and I don't really know what to make of it. I had a look at some kind of shilly um, YouTubers, and I just don't know what to think about it. It has a 60s retro aesthetic, which I had heard about, but I didn't really process. I didn't really think about it. I didn't really visualize it. And then when I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's not just period. It's trying to be like the comic aesthetic of the 60s. So it's kind of hyper real, but at the same time period. But at the same time, it's a modern action, film effects that look great and everything. And I'm like, oh, does this work? I mean, because it doesn't feel at all real, but it looks amazing. But I'm like, are people going to be able to get into it? Will it keep them out of it, or will, once you sort of adjust it, will you totally be in it? It's like I remember when Mad Men happened, everyone was going on about that, and then there was this talk of, like, for example, Star Trek. One of the main issues with Discovery was superficial in that they changed the total look of it, which was all about copyright and everything. But people were saying, oh, maybe they could do a Mad Men style reboot of Star Trek, or do something in that era, and it could look like the original Star Trek with better production value, but still sort of looking like the 60s aesthetic, but a little more modern. And that was kind of interesting. I thought that could work. But to see them do that with the Fantastic Four is interesting. And I'm not really familiar with the original, but I just, looking at the costumes, I'm like, it looks really camp. There are moments I look at it like it looks as bad as the 90s Fantastic Four, which was made just to keep the license. But it's self-conscious and it's better production value, but it still looks like that. It's got this camp quality to it now, and it's like these superhero films have tried so fucking hard to not be camp, in which case they've thrown out all the fun parts, all the colourful costumes, all the fun character of the superheroes, and just the optimism and hope, and they made it all dark and realistic and gritty, for the general audience who can't handle that camp superhero stuff. And now they're like fully engaging it and embracing it, and I'm like, how is that? Is that going to work? Is that going to be the perfect, greatest thing and everyone's going to love it? Or are people just going to be like, yeah, no, sorry, that looks like something from, like an old TV show. So I'm just fascinated by this trailer, and I'm now totally baffled and just like, is this going to be a hit, or is this going to be a total miss? Pedro Pascal is in it, and he's the alt-right hate him because he's woke, and I'm like, is he gay or not? I thought he was straight, and then I thought, is he gay, or is he just really, really whatever? And I'm like, it's just, and the trailer is mostly the voiceover is by is it Sue Storm? It's a female character who goes invisible, and it's like, oh, they're going to hate that because they're going to say, oh, it's wokeness in the woman's voice and it's all about her role. So I can see people hating it and attacking it, but I can also see people loving it superficially and giving it like, so like Dick Tracy, I think, was the only other sort of comic book story to sort of do the movie in the look of the actual cartoon, and it wasn't real. You didn't think it was real, but you just wanted to be in the cartoon world as a real world that you could at least believe in as live action, but still looked like and felt like the cartoon. And this is sort of what it's doing. And I love Dick Tracy, and Dick Tracy was a big hit. So, but a lot of people, I remember back in the day saying, oh my God, you may as well just watch a cartoon. And I'm like, that's the point, you idiot. And they said the same thing about the original Tim Burton Batman. It's like, oh, you may as well just watch the cartoon. It's not like real. I'm like, well, then go watch a crime, drama or something. If you want a detective series, I mean, that's not what Batman. So I just don't know. I'm just fascinated by this, and in my head, I just can't. I can't like decide if this is good or not. So yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, I think I'll be fine with it, but I'm not sure if I'll ever really be able to. Like, I'm just thinking like Mad Men was a straight drama, but did I ever really accept I guess it's just a period piece, so it works. But this is like heightened, so I just don't know. So I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but I'm just like, So I'm going to go. Did I say that already? Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And if they do make a lot of references and callbacks to the old stuff from the comics that the new movies wouldn't do because it was comic stuff, that could be a lot of fun, but it also could hurt it if it's too over the top and people can't get into it. Like with the new Superman, the audience is split there because a lot of people want dark, serious, adult, Snyderverse Superman, other people want fun comic Superman, and the audience seems to be split, which means it can't make billions of dollars because it's not going to. You can't do it with just new fans. You can't do it with just existing fans. You've got to have everyone on board. So I just don't know. It's a pretty brave production. Whoever put this into I'm going to go. I don't know what is going to happen with this, but it's going to be fun to watch.